ghost of the missing child. In the heart of the sinister woods, where gnarled trees stood like twisted sentinels, a desolate town named Blackbrook once thrived. But that was before the chilling legend of the ghost of the missing child began. Local tales whispered of a sorrowful specter that prowled the darkness, seeking vengeance for a tragedy that had long plagued the town. Decades ago, a child named Amelia went missing under mysterious circumstances. Her disappearance shook Blackbrook to its core, leaving a stain of sorrow that seemed to linger eternally. Rumors suggested that Amelia's ghost roamed the woods, her restless spirit seeking retribution for the unknown horrors she had endured. At the edge of town, on the outskirts of the sinister woods, stood an ancient, crumbling orphanage. Its haunting presence added to the eerie aura that loomed over Blackbrook. The orphanage was once a safe haven, but after Amelia's disappearance, it became tainted with whispers of malevolence. Children who had once thrived under its roof began to experience strange occurrences, hearing laughter echoing from empty halls, and witnessing shadowy figures darting through the darkness. Years later, a young woman named Emily returned to Blackbrook, seeking answers about her own dark past. As an infant, she had been mysteriously left on the orphanage's doorstep, and now, the orphanage had called her back. Upon her arrival, Emily felt an eerie presence enveloping her. Determined to uncover the truth, she delved into the town's history, digging deeper into the nightmarish tales of Amelia's ghost. Her investigations led her to an old woman named Agatha, the only living soul who claimed to have survived an encounter with the vengeful spirit. With trepidation in her voice, Agatha recounted the tale. Decades ago, as a young orphan, she and her friends had played a forbidden game of hide and seek within the orphanage's abandoned wing. As the children laughed, their mirth turned to terror when a pale figure emerged from the darkness. It was Amelia, her eyes hollow, her expression one of unimaginable sorrow. The children fled in panic, but one by one, they vanished, swallowed by the vengeful spirit. Emily's heart pounded, but the need to understand her past pushed her onward. She sought the counsel of the local librarian, Mr. Hawthorne, a reclusive scholar with an affinity for the supernatural. The librarian revealed an ancient tome containing a ritual to communicate with spirits, one that had been forbidden for centuries. Ignoring the warnings, Emily resolved to perform the ritual in hopes of laying Amelia's ghost to rest. Under the midnight moon, she ventured into the sinister woods, where the oppressive darkness seemed to breathe with malevolence. Armed with the ritual's components, Emily commenced the ceremony, her voice trembling as she called out to the other side. The woods fell silent, and a chilling breeze wrapped around her like spectral fingers. Then, a figure emerged from the shadows, a pale, ethereal girl with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce Emily's soul. Amelia stood before her, her presence suffused with sorrow and rage. "I never asked for your help," the ghostly child whispered, her voice a haunting melody that echoed through the trees. "My suffering is eternal, and my vengeance shall know no bounds." Emily's resolve wavered, but she pressed on, pleading with Amelia to find peace. The ghost's form flickered, and for a moment Emily believed she had succeeded. But then, with a blood-curdling scream, Amelia lunged at her, her spectral hands engulfed in an otherworldly fire. In that moment of terror, Emily knew she had awoken an even darker force within Amelia's soul. The ghost was no longer seeking peace, but reveled in the agony of others. A ghost of the missing child had become a terrifying entity of wrath and malevolence. In her relentless pursuit of vengeance, Amelia began to terrorize the town, her spectral wrath indiscriminate. Blackbrook fell into chaos as shadows danced malevolently through the streets, and people disappeared without a trace. Emily, now racked with guilt, realized she had unleashed an unstoppable force. Desperate to stop Amelia's rampage, she sought the help of Mr. Hawthorne. But the once reclusive scholar had vanished, leaving behind cryptic notes about dark rituals and ancient artifacts. As the town crumbled into fear and despair, Emily found herself alone in the battle against Amelia's wrath. Determined to end the curse she had unwittingly unleashed, she embarked on a treacherous journey to find the long-lost artifact that could vanquish the vengeful spirit. The trail led her through treacherous caves and haunted ruins, each step fraught with peril. With every moment, Amelia's presence grew stronger, her chilling laughter echoing in Emily's ears like a haunting requiem. Finally, Emily discovered the artifact, a curse amulet said to possess the power to bind and banish malevolent spirits. Armed with the amulet, she returned to Blackbrook, where the once prosperous town had transformed into a ghostly wasteland. Amelia, now a spectral wraith of terror, awaited her return. As Emily faced the vengeful spirit, she knew there was no hope of redemption. The ghost of the missing child had become a monster beyond reason, a force that would not be quelled. With trembling hands, Emily activated the amulet's power. But it was too late. Amelia's wrath engulfed her, and the world around them collapsed into darkness. In the end, Blackbrook became a place of eternal darkness, haunted by the vengeful spirit of a missing child. The town's tragic tale remained etched in the annals of time, a cautionary warning of the horrors that lay hidden within the shadows. And so, the legend of Amelia's ghost persisted, a chilling tale that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who dared to listen. The ghost of the missing child became a nightmare that could never be forgotten, a terrifying presence that lurked in the darkness, waiting for the next unfortunate soul to cross its path.